This wasn't working last week. It was too cold, but now that we warm back up, it's going. Well, you guys are gonna go feed at Jeff's place with Dad. Uncle Jeff's tractor broke down, so he's gotta borrow this one today.
Welcome to Coffee Chat with Brian, but I don't drink coffee. Yesterday we preg checked cows and I wasn't feeling very well, and I was just exhausted last night when I got in, and I kind of felt like I had shortness of breath. When I breathe out all the way and breathe in all the way, there would be like this rasping. My wife's like, I'll take you to the yard, da-da-da, and I thought, well, I suppose if I die overnight, she'll say like, I told you so, okay, let's go. Did some tests, and I don't have COVID, and I don't have RSV, and I don't have influenza. I guess I have bronchitis, so that's good, feeling better. But when I start coughing up phlegm, holy cow, I feel like I'm gonna chuck a rib out. I'd tell you a little bit about our San Diego trip. I had a very interesting young lady sitting across the hall from me, the aisle. She was watching like stand-up Tim Conway and laughing out loud. She had like earbuds in and she was laughing out loud. She kind of caught me looking around because we were in the very back row. I was looking in the back cabin for the wastebasket because my gum was getting old and it was getting hard as a rock and I was getting tired of chewing it. She says, what are you looking for? And I said, oh, just a place to throw my gum. And she goes, well, I got something. And she had this huge bag. It wasn't really a purse, it was more like a 20-pound bag, and she starts sorting through all this stuff. There's Tupperware in there, there's, you know, needle and thread and fruit, and she says, I got something, and she dug around and came up with this little mascara, plastic mascara thing that like the little plastic lid pulls up and the mascara is there. She says, I was gonna throw this away anyway. I put my gum in her mascara case and she closes it up and puts it in her bag. Well, so now I ask her, would you like me to take that? Oh no, I'll keep it. And I'm thinking, now she's got my DNA. What's she gonna do with that? Does she work for Crime Stoppers or something? Is she gonna run my DNA and see if I'm the Bayside stalker or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, then on our trip, one of the things we did was we toured the Midway, which is a retired fighter ship, you know. I don't know what's that called. The USS Midway, which planes would fly off of and fly into and onto. And it was commissioned like 5 days after World War II, I believe. So it never saw action there, but it did see action in the Vietnam War. But anyway, there's a couple things I found out about being in the Navy. Number one is you should probably be 5'7" or shorter, because there's a lot of places to hit your head in there, and it's not built for a 6'2" guy.
Thank goodness I didn't have Dad's giant sausage fingers, because I just had to weasel them in there. But I got the batteries pulled out of this thing. And when we load Dad up to take those cows to town, he can get these batteries checked at John Deere, and if any of them are bad, he can get a new one.
This is Jeff's big lot, and I've got about, I think 189 heifers in this pen. And Jeff feeds them every day, but he had a little trouble with the loader tractor when he was grinding hay the other day. So I'm gonna load his feed wagon for him. And here's Jeffy. Morning.
Morning, brother to the rescue.
Yep. Do I need to put supplement in?
No, I got it in there.
Okay, are you going to do that every time and I just stay down there?
Yeah.
Sounds good. What load we doing first?
We're doing the big one.
There's been kind of a rash of breakdowns lately. Lent out my feed wagon one day for a couple loads. It was a real stormy day and hard to get parts. A good friend of mine, I need to put a new fuel filter on this tractor, I guess. And a good friend of mine, the drive shaft U-joints went out of his front wheel assist tractor the other day, and he's getting that fixed. So he borrowed my 7520, which I think I'm going to get that back tonight. And then Jeff the other day broke something on his loader. I'm not sure what, but silage, ground hay, and our wet corn pit. So everything's real close here, just like at our place. And so we'll get to loading. 15, 29. It's hard to do when you're running a steering wheel and a joystick. 2,900. So we have these rations prepared and how much energy we want them to receive, and trying to get it just right here. Heifers get a different ration than steers because they just flesh up too quickly and easily, and then you get docked when you sell them. We feed 3 loads over here, the big pen and then Jeff's pen and then my other small pen. Jeff's patiently waiting. So there's 4,300 pounds in that load, 4,300 pounds. He's taking off with that. Oh, he's taking off fast. Yeepers. Okay, he's gonna text me the next ration. We also went to SeaWorld while we were there and watched the dolphins and the killer whales and the sea otters. And that was a okay day. I mean, everything's so expensive out there. I mean, we rented a car so we could, go places. And we had to pay the motel like $49 a day for parking for the car we rented. In South Dakota, you don't pay that much to rent a car. The ones with the orange tags are Cole's, and Jeff's don't have tags in them. We double tagged them, so if he loses one orange tag, they still got the other one, and then we can, when we sell, we can figure out who owns what. There's a dueling piano bar in San Diego that is amazing. These guys got their hats on backwards, they're wearing blue jeans, but they know so many songs just right off the cuff. People send requests up and they play a song, and I don't know, there was 4 or 5 different guys involved in it, and that evening I think about 4 of them took turns playing piano, but so entertaining. We had a super time. That was the best time of the whole trip, I'd say. It was just fun. We got to kind of relax and have a few beers with friends, and I'll just show you the big lot as I leave up eating. We'll probably run all these calves through in about February and pour them for lice, get them ready, so the next time we get them up after that will probably be sale day, which could be a little earlier this year because I don't plan on taking corn out of the bin and feeding cattle this summer with price corn. I'll probably just kind of time it that when the wet corn's gone, that if the market looks good, then I'll go ahead and sell calves in. All right, we're gonna head home. Cole's getting ready to load those cows up so I can run them into town.
Come on, miss. Yep. Come on, go. Well, and that gives us a good reason to run to town to get some lunch, taking some critters in. We're gonna test those batteries and maybe buy some new ones. Last stop, Sale Barn. So they tested the batteries. One of them was okay, had about half life, half the power that it was supposed to, but the first one they tested about 10%. So that should be our issue. Once I get these in here, should be running our payloader again. I hope this thing starts. Just bad batteries the whole time. We had 4 different types of chargers over here. We definitely didn't need more. Wasn't gonna help. Now that all the snow's melting, we got the thing started. Just need one more blizzard. If you saw last video, we had some trouble moving some cows, chasing some cows. Got a 4-wheeler buried in the snow twice. We're gonna go pull that out and load those 4-wheelers up, bring them back home. And we'll get to that right after we feed a bale. Wonder if the snow melted enough that I can just drive it right out now.
Boy, it's deep here yet. The bean fields are completely melted off, but it's deep here, but I suppose the trees had something to do with it. I'll just give you a rub and a tug.
Okay. I'm
Yep.
I'll go ahead of you.
I'll pull you out when you get stuck again.
Okay. Yeah, if you didn't watch last video, you should check it out. It was something. Hello. We got that good snowball consistency snow now. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Is that running already?
Is what running?
That-
Yeah.
Why?
Well, sometimes you start talking when it's not on yet, so I'm just prepared.
So the song of the day today will take you on a wild ride. It's from Steppenwolf, and it's called Magic Carpet Ride. And it's so vivid that you can just imagine being on a magic carpet ride.
Cool.
Or not. But that's the song of the day.
Got a few things done today. Glad to have that payloader running again. Four-wheeler unstuck. Got rid of some poor cows earlier today. Tomorrow morning I'll take that back. No sense in driving it back, just to bring my pickup back here. And thanks for watching today, folks. Love to see you next time. Have a good one.